Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Start your day off right with your motivational pal, Mr. C. Mr. C teaches meaningful words to help kids of all ages succeed. Welcome to Mornings with Mr. C.
Being honest is easy, unless, of course, you think you might get in trouble.
Are you eating cotton candy before dinner?
No.
Today's episode is on the word honesty.
Being honest is a great character trait to have, but what exactly does it mean to be honest?
Honesty means being truthful with people.
Being trustworthy so people know they can count on you.
Not cheating when you're playing games.
Honesty is not lying and being straightforward with people.
Those were all great examples of what the word honesty means. But let's head over to the word warrior for another perspective. Honesty means to tell the truth, even when it isn't easy. People that are honest live their lives openly and always seek the truth. The opposite of the word honest is dishonest, which means that someone is not telling the truth. If you want to be trusted, remember to be honest. Thanks, word warrior. Now that we truly know what the word honesty means, how can we show others that we are in fact honest people?
Well, for starters, if you say that you are going to do something, you should do it. This way, people will view you as being honest and trustworthy. Honesty also plays a big role in sports, or even when you are playing a friendly board game. We want to be viewed as honest when we are playing any type of game. People always remember playing games with people who don't play fairly. Being competitive is fine, but if you are willing to cheat to get ahead, you may want to rethink your priorities.
Being honest sometimes comes with challenges. If we are too honest and too open, is it possible that we could hurt someone's feelings? The answer is yes. Part of being honest is finding the right balance where you're honest, but you also take into account people's feelings.
One situation where honesty might hurt people's feelings is if a sports team only has a limited number of spots. Players that don't make the team will probably be upset, and this is hard on both the players and the coach. The coach could say positive things about the players that didn't make the team, but also provide them honest feedback in areas that they can improve on. Another time that it can be difficult to be honest is if you accidentally break something that belongs to someone else. Having the courage to tell the truth, apologize, and to try to make it up to them is not easy, but it builds character. If you consistently show people that you are honest and caring, you are likely to have many friends in your life.
Sometimes our honesty can be tested, like if we find something that doesn't belong to us. Honest people always try to find the rightful owner of something, like this fire truck, or this basketball, or this banana peel. We should always try to find the rightful owner of these things. Come to think of it, I think the banana peel is trash. But the other two, definitely.
As Mr. C told us, don't assume you can keep something just because you found it. Most schools have a lost and found area where people can search for lost items. If you happen to find something and aren't sure if you can keep it or not, be sure to ask a trusted adult.
One tricky thing about the word honesty is that just because we're honest, it doesn't mean that everyone around us is going to be. You have to use your common sense and look out for sketchy people like this guy. He goes by the name Dishonest Dan.
Hey kids, it's your pal Dishonest Dan. You send me a credit card number and I'll give you a fistful of cash. You can trust me.
No, Dan, I don't think we can.
Dishonest Dan does not appear to be a very trustworthy guy. But not all scams are that obvious. A good rule of thumb to remember is that if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. When I go on the computer all the time, I get promised many things, such as free PlayStations or $500 if I take a survey. But don't fall for these things, people. Now you know better. This is a great time to go over to Fitnessville for a quick morning workout. Take it away, Phil. Honesty is such a powerful word. And that's because sometimes when we're working out or playing sports, people exaggerate how good they are to make them feel better about themselves. But the athletes I love the most are the ones that are honest and humble. Let's get started with today's workout, which is called Honest at Heart. Okay, friends, we're gonna start off by jogging in place, so let's get moving. Now, you're gonna hear some situations. Some of these show honesty, and some show dishonesty. If you hear a situation that shows honesty, you're gonna make a heart, because honest people are generally good-hearted. But if you hear a dishonest situation, what you're gonna do is nod your head and put up your finger like this, showing that you're not gonna be tricked by dishonest people. Let's get started.
Telling a lie. Making up a rumor. Greatly exaggerating a story. Telling the truth. Following through with a job. Cheating on a test. Being open. Being straightforward. Admitting when you make a mistake. Making false promises. Finding the owner of a lost item.
Woo! All right, friends, thanks so much for joining us today. Now back to Mr. C. Being honest is not always an easy thing to do, and sometimes you have to choose your words very carefully. My advice is to live a life of truth, but still have compassion for other people's feelings. Thanks so much for joining us today on Mornings with Mr. C.
For today's morning share, please share one time that you were honest and told the truth when it was not easy to do so.
Hey, come here. You like Pokemon cards? I got a whole bunch. All you gotta do is text me at 1-800-TRUST-ME.
Don't fall for it, kids. Remember, his name is Dishonest Dan.
Hey, you want this boat? All you gotta do is text me your social security number. The number's right here.
What are you doing on my boat?
Gotta go.
See you next time, kids, and remember, honesty is the best policy.